What up? What up? I wanted to jump on here for a brief second. Give me a review this video because I was actually getting ready to go work out. Listen, I done took my wig off. I was finna go work out. Now, somebody sent me a video, y'all. Talk about Anton Daniels. See, I done moved on from Anton Daniels because it just was nothing else to talk about. But Anton Daniels is back, okay? And he telling y'all that he gonna reveal my record. Let me tell you something, Anton. If you got my record, then you know I ain't nothing to play with, okay? So you do what you do, okay? Anton is on here trying to get views. So we're gonna review his little video. He needs some views because we haven't even been talking about Anton. Look, y'all, I got the wig off. I was finna go work out. But I jumped on here because our boy, Anton Daniels, he's doxing me, I guess, and he want to tell y'all, oh, her record. Anton, if you know my record, then you know I ain't nothing to play with. Okay, let's get into this video. Y'all, let's review Anton's video.
Online. Now,
let's get into it.
Microphone stand right here for the little desktop that you usually see, but I went and got my boom, so I got it set up in here because I want something a little different. We're still going over the Anton series, but today this is actually a review of a video Anton made a couple of days ago. Maybe it was, yeah, I think it was yesterday actually, and it's him actually doxing a creator. He's putting a lot of personal information of hers online. Now, what Anton.
So let me just, before we get into it, Anton think that I am embarrassed. I ain't embarrassed of shit, okay? Anton, whatever you got, please put it online, sir. Whatever you got, put it online. Yes, please do that, sir, okay? You're not exposing me, sir. I don't have anything to be ashamed of, because if you say you got my background, then you should know what it say, and you know that I'm about that life. Okay, let's get into this video.
Doesn't have his content. That's one thing he don't have his content. I'm gonna actually show you a little bit of his content after I go over what we gotta go, so you can see what he really does.
So Anton thinks that he's scaring me, I guess, by telling y'all I've been to jail. Yes, I have been to jail before in my 20s because I had a problem with knocking people's teeth out. Yes, I did. So Anton, you're not doing anything to me, sweetheart. I'm 50. I'm not 20. You're what are we talking about here? You think you're scaring me? When I was 19 years old, yes, I grew up kicking people's teeth out. Thank Jesus for God that I changed. Okay. The battery queen, that was me. Anton, what are we doing, sir? But you know what I did? I figured out that, you know what? You probably shouldn't keep beating people's tail. Okay, so I changed. Okay, went to college, graduated, master's. Yes, I worked at a school. I was a principal. What a story. Now, you know what I should do? That is the story I should be telling so that other people can change their life, because you can't go around just kicking people's asses. But people like Anton will make you kick their asses. But Anton is looking for views, y'all. He need views. So let's review his video. We ain't been talking about Anton. And for some reason, Anton thought him saying, oh, she got a record. Sir. Do you think I give a damn about that? I don't care about that. I done beat up a few people in my day. Yes, I did. That's why I stay out of mess, because I go from 0 to 1,000. So yeah, but let's review Anton's video, because for some reason he thinks that I'm embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed, child. Listen, anybody that know me will tell you that she will jazz. Okay, so let's review Anton's video, because he thinks he's exposing me, y'all, and I don't give a damn about something that I did when I was 20. But I'm so glad that I don't do that today. Okay, but let's get into Anton's video, y'all. He want to let y'all know that Yes, I've been to jail. Yes, but Anton, I want you to put it all online. I want you to do what you do so then I can do what I do. Go ahead, Anton. But let's review his video, y'all. He got something he wants y'all to know.
Does and what people are on his channel for. It's complete bullshit. It's nothing really. Instead of him reviewing other creators' content that are coming at him, instead of reviewing the content and going over the content, he's pulling personal information from out of their personal lives and trying to make content out of it, because he won't go to their channel like how we go to people's channel. We review content, we research content.
Y'all know what? Thanks to Anton, maybe later I'll come on and tell y'all that story. It really ain't nothing to tell you. I grew up in the hood, and when you know in the hood, you have to do what you have to do. Sometimes you got to put your hands on folks, and I did it too many times. What's next, Anton? What are you talking about? What? And see, you know what? I wasn't even gonna talk about his background because I was like, you know what? That's lame. But Anton, you have no content. You have nothing to talk about. I ain't even been talking about you, Anton. You don't have nothing going on. Anton, are you kidding me? Is this all you got? Why don't you fix your ugly ass daughter? Your daughter is ugly, Anton. See, I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you took it there. You should be trying to fix your daughter's face. Instead, you going back in 30 years ago? Look, you got anything to do with your life? Go fix your daughter. But y'all, let's review his video. Let's look at his video because he think he busting me out. You ain't busting me out, Negro. Y'all want to know the truth? I went to prison for 60 days for damn near unaliving somebody that F with me. You want to bring her out, Anton. So if you got it, you should know that you're messing with somebody who will. I don't play those type of games, Anton. You got to be twisted. You got to be so twisted. You should be worried about your ugly daughter. Your daughter is ugly. Your ugly daughter is ugly. And see, I tried to give him the benefit of the doubt when Corey talked about his ugly ass daughter. Your daughter ugly and your wife is ugly too, Anton. I tried to give you the benefit. No, his daughter, she out there too. His daughter ugly too. His daughter is ugly because y'all look at this. This is a man that was online crying about somebody messing with his daughter, and he starts shit with people. But thank you, Anton. Maybe I can tell this story and help somebody. I really don't like, it's not that I'm embarrassed. I mean, it's really nothing to talk about. But since Anton put it out there, we're going to go live and talk about it. Okay, Anton. But I want Anton to put that out there. Isn't that so crazy, though, how Anton don't got no damn content. He don't talk about nothing on his page. I ain't even talking about this fool, and he has no content. So he want to come over here talking about, I'm expose her background. Boy, I done been to jail for stomping the shit out of some folks. You better know the truth about me. Do I look like I play games? But y'all, let's review his video because for some reason he thinks, you know what, y'all, maybe that's a story I should tell because people tell you that when you go to jail or certain things happen to you, you can't accomplish certain things. Baby, I have accomplished a lot. Yes, I went to jail for trying to kill out. Yes, I did for 60 days. And you know what I did? I have my master's degree. I have my bachelor's degree. I have my associates. I have bought 2 homes. 2 homes, not 1, but 2 homes. Okay. Got A1 credit. Children is doing immaculate. And guess what? I don't got to deal with a Negro like Anton. You see what I'm saying? Maybe that is a story that I should tell people. Maybe it is. Anton, you cannot hurt me because I am so glad that everything I did when I was younger because I learned from it. I learned from it. What does that say? You're screaming. Somebody said I'm screaming. Okay, let me calm down. I was screaming for a minute. I was probably screaming. But y'all, let's review Anton's video, y'all. Girl, I'm gonna get you up out of here. Your mama lying. I don't got time. Y'all, let's review Anton's video, okay? Because people have not been going to his channel, and he want to tell y'all, yeah. And so what? So what, Anton? What's next? You still a loser. Y'all, let's review his video.
We find, contradictory statements. We find egregious statements. We go through content, things that are.
No, I don't owe an explanation, but the reason why I'm talking about it, because people think that because you don't talk about stuff that you're hiding. I'm not hiding shit. Who want to talk about, oh, I was arrested when I was 19, or then I got in trouble when I was 20. Like, that's boring. Who wants to talk about that? Like, that's nothing really. I'm talking about the news, but since I'm the news, let's talk about it. Like, I don't care if, if Anton wants to talk about this. I want Anton to put it online. Put it online. Put it online. Anton is, and this is the thing though, I had to move on to something else. This is how y'all know that Anton likes the attention. He likes the attention. Because nobody is going to his damn channel. But let's review his video. He want to tell y'all that I got a record. I sure do. But Anton, I want you to put it online. Put it online.
Already online. He's not doing that. He's going offline into people's personal lives, doxing them completely out of anger. And to me, as a content creator, that's out of bounds. Now, a lot of people have done stuff to me. I mean, there are people making AI content of me and my homeboy Trey Watts over at Trey Watts TV. Somebody was making an AI video of me kissing him, saying, look at these gay dudes. Look at these. They was making AI content doing that. Did we start doxing people? No. We just kept making content because we knew what they were doing it for. They were upset at the content.
So he can't talk about content because this is what I tell y'all all the time. Anton is a horrible content creator. If y'all look at his content, where's the content? Like, he talks about dumb shit all day. He has no content. Anton is a loser. Like, literally, all of y'all in the chat can get y'all own YouTube channel and be making money. Look at the shit that he does. Look at his content. And you want to talk about somebody bad? Boy, I don't give a damn. Yes, I was bad as hell. You can believe that. This is what I say all the time. I say, oh, thank God for my children, because they ain't nothing like how I was. Like how Anton is sitting over there. The old me would go to Detroit and we beat his whole family up. I'm just gonna let y'all know, since Anton put it out there, the old me would go to Detroit and we would beat his whole family up. I didn't want to be that person no more. I'm just telling y'all, like, that's what the old me would do. Like, why you bringing up something from 30 years ago? I don't care. But y'all, let's watch his video. Let's watch his video. He wants y'all to see this video because nobody is paying him no attention. See, the thing about it, Anton is noticing people don't really care about his ass. They're not paying attention to his content. And now he wants to bring, like, well, I don't care. But let's watch this video, y'all.
Content we were making. We just kept making the content. We kept eating. So they can use AI and try to do dumb stuff, and we just bypass it. And that's what happened to Anton. He does AI videos. He does AI thumbnails and things like that. But he gets to a point where he don't have content. So he goes out into people's.
Right. He don't got no content. He don't have no content. So you bringing up old shit. You should be thanking God, Anton, for changing me, because the old me would have just took the goons and we would have just went and beat your whole family up. I'm just telling you. So I'm sorry. I didn't want to be that person no more. I just didn't want to keep beating people up because it was starting to get on my nerves. So I changed my life. Yes, I did. And I'm glad that I changed my life. I'm glad that I did. I'm glad. So Anton is like, let's listen to his video. Like,
real lives, and he's pulling that into the content sphere that most creators don't delve in. I don't put personal information that's not our.
Believe when I tell you I'm crazy. If it wasn't for Jesus, I would probably be in jail for a long time. I'm just gonna let y'all know I ain't gonna sit up here and lie. Like, while Anton playing, he don't know me very well. So if he can read, he need to read whatever report he know and tread lightly, because this ain't what he want. This ain't what he want.
Already public on things. If something is public, if it's in a public institution, if it's in the school or it's in the where, something like that, sure, okay. It's potentially content. It's public information. Everybody knows about it.
Found somebody sent me the file at the old pictures. This was
okay. So that would that. I mean, I guess I can go Google this article for y'all. This like boy. So this is a write-up. What he's showing y'all. Let me kind of explain it. My kids, when they were younger, they went to a charter school. I don't know if y'all are familiar with charter schools, but I was very familiar because shortly before that, I had my own school. Well, my kids, when they were younger, they went to a charter school. So me being a nosy mama that I am, I found out them damn teachers wasn't licensed. So I reported them. So what he's showing you guys is the interview of when I reported that school. So this dude is real goofy.
sir. Some of these women were born old.
And why? Now y'all see why I was talking about his daughter. He want to talk about somebody looks. I bet you ain't a kid in my motherfucking house look like your old face ass daughter. Your daughter look like she can be my grandmama. You got the nerve to talk about somebody looks in your. If any one of my children was ugly, I don't even know how I wouldn't be able to accept that. Anton, your daughter ugly as hell. My mother, who's 70-something, look better than your daughter. So you need to stop talking about people looks with your ugly ass daughter. Your daughter, you constantly bringing up folks look, and look how your motherfucking daughter look. Look how you look. Your wife ain't even that cute. She okay. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I'm dragging his daughter. He constantly bring up people looks. Why he bringing up people looks? You act like your daughter is cute. Look.
And in usual Anton fashion, he wants to talk about her looks. Cool, fair game, whatever. Talk about her looks. But
who in America ain't never had an effed up picture or who ain't never looked crazy? I just told y'all that I took my wig off, my hair is braided. If I took the cap off, y'all gonna be like, damn, you look a little crazy. But Anton wants to always talk about somebody looks. Your daughter ugly, she couldn't look cute if you gave her a 20-inch weave, gave her some lashes and changed her eye color. Your daughter is ugly because you are ugly, sir. Now you want to come on here and act like I care that you said that I was looking crazy. I'm looking crazy now. I just said I was gonna go to the gym, but I bet your daughter can't prevent from looking crazy. Okay.
what he don't realize is that people talk about his looks and how he's had to go get dental surgery done to look better. How he had to do things to himself to try to look better. And when Corey Holcomb went after his wife.
And let's be clear. The only surgery I did was lose weight surgery. I ain't did shit to my face because I'm scared of that. I'm not doing anything to my face. So I haven't had any surgery because, I mean, what surgery? What is this man talking about? Y'all do know when people lose weight, they look different, right? You can lose weight and you'll look like a whole different person. Anton. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to put Tasha away for a minute. I don't know, y'all. Should I continue to drag Anton? I think I'm going to pass on Anton, though, because I feel like he just needs some attention, you know? So I feel like he needs some attention. Boy, you act like you was telling the folks something. Like, you ain't telling folks nothing. Like, I mean... Sir, I've worked for the Internal Revenue. I've worked for the Small and Business Administration. Nothing I have accomplished everything that I wanted to do. So this is a testament to anybody that has ever committed a crime that you think that you can't accomplish nothing. It's bullshit. I had to tell my daughter the other day, we were talking and she was like, well, if you have a felony, you can't do this. I said, look, unfortunately, we live in a world that people will tell you if you have this, you can't do this. If you have that, don't listen to that bullshit. I worked in corporate America. And when I tell you them white folks be having so many felonies on their records, and you will be like, damn. And you know what they do? They make it acceptable for white people to have the same thing y'all have. And they be sitting doing the same jobs y'all doing or doing better jobs and be having all type of shit on their records. I bet you nobody told y'all that.
looks and his daughter's looks. Oh, he was like, that's off limits. You're going into my personal life now. You're digging into my personal life. That has nothing to do.
Oh, somebody said his daughter. Listen, F his daughter. F his daughter. Okay? F his daughter. I don't give a about his daughter. Okay? Your daughter is a casualty of war. Okay? F his daughter. I don't give a damn, and his daughter is 18 anyway. And guess what? He brought it on himself. I don't give a damn about his daughter, okay? I just told you that I used to be crazy and I just changed a little bit. And you talking about his daughter. Did I just not tell you I was crazy? I told you I changed, but you know, sometimes it comes out. F his daughter.
Do a content creation. These are my personal people. See, Anton does things, but don't like them done to him. Typical narcissist playbook. He was victim. When Corey did it, he was a victim. You're talking about the looks of my daughter, the looks of my wife. She's got low self-esteem because of you. I'm going to sue you because of that.
You see, y'all got to understand it's the triggers for me because you really thought I ain't done nothing in my life that I'm ashamed of. I ain't. It's just like I tell y'all, it may be stupid, but I'm not ashamed of nothing. I mean, the stuff I did was so long ago. I'm thankful that every one of my children have never been arrested. So yes, I'm glad I did so that I can explain to them, don't you ever do that. So you're sir, you ain't hurting me. Like, I don't care. I want you to put it out there so I can do what I'm going to do next. But I mean, I could too, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let Anton go on and put it out there, boy. Go on and do what you do. I know you need views. Isn't that crazy that Anton has 1 million and something subs and he can't do nothing else with his audience, but go look at somebody with 100,000 subs? That should tell y'all something, shouldn't it? This Negro got a million subs. 1 million. That's like me finding somebody with 2,000 subs. Messing with them. Like, what am I going to gain from that? Nothing at all. So y'all can kind of see what type of weak dude Anton is. Like, dude is weak. So that's why I'm talking about his ugly ass daughter. Your daughter is ugly. See, I was trying to be nice. But I ain't being nice no more, y'all. I ain't being nice. Your daughter is very ugly. Your daughter looks just like that little boy that Corey explained and that he described. I was just trying to be nice. I'm not being nice no more. I'm done.
But look at what he does. He goes after people because of their looks.
Oh, y'all didn't know I knew? Yep, I know. More information to come. Everything will be... Everything will be revealed in time. Everything will be revealed in time. We'll get there sooner rather than later. Don't worry about it.
In my opinion, all the fake ass laughing, that's nerves. He's nervous about what he's about to do because he has no idea what to do. See, he's not used to going at creators like this. He's not used to doxing people. He's not used to putting personal information online. He's used to doing bullshit content, doing rhetorical content, talking in code. To actually go at somebody, this is outside of his field of expertise.
The crazy part, Anton, is public information. Everything is public. You ought to have that little sneaky grin because you ought to know that if I got arrested a few times, I may just know how to get away with some shit at this point. So you better tread lightly, you know? Okay.
Expertise right here. He has no idea what he's doing right now. He could potentially be sued for everything he's got. I would recommend to Anton, before he even goes further with this, make sure you read the YouTube guidelines, because putting out information about somebody that can constitute doxing might get you booted out the partner program. That means no more super chats, no more AdSense. Think about what you're doing before.
Right. Exactly. Somebody just put in the chat. It says, when you do background, it says what you can do with that information and the requirements to be able to pull it. You are so very correct. You are so very correct. It does say that, but listen, I'm gonna let Anton do what he do. You know, I'm not Anton. I'm not coming on the internet like, I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna sue Corey. I'm gonna sue you. Your daughter is ugly. Okay, your daughter is ugly. Okay, so Anton, do what you do, bro. Like, you're not hurting me. You know, you just gave me some more shine. Okay, because now you talking about me, they're gonna be like, well, who is that? You're not hurting me. Nobody in this world like you. I don't even know you. How could you hurt me by putting out information that, I mean, unless you manipulate it, I mean, it's already in somebody's system. You ain't hurt me. As a matter of fact, I have copies of all of this on my computer because I have multiple licenses. A lot of times when you apply for license, if something is on your background, they want a copy of it or something. But you cannot hurt me by something that I did. I don't give a damn. Everybody asks I am not sorry. Okay. And I will probably do it again given the circumstances. So you ain't hurting me at all, sir. So let's watch Anton's video. I don't give a damn. Yes, I went to jail. I'm so glad that I went to jail in my 20s and I didn't go in my 40s and 50s. Now that will be a problem.
Or you go to the next step, because all people have to do is report you and report your content. YouTube looks at it, deems it that you're giving out.
Oh, another thing I'm leaving out, y'all. This is how we get set up whenever we have anything on our record. So remember I told y'all I had, battery. I used to have a problem putting my hands on folks. Okay. I used to have a problem. So was on probation, for bashing somebody's head in. Anton, take notes. So I bought a house. Do y'all know what they did after I bought the house? Guess what they did? They revoked me. Have you ever heard of somebody being revoked on probation because they bought a house? Those are the type of things that they do to Black people. But, Anton, you think you got something, you ain't got shit. This is nothing really to talk.
Information that could lead to somebody being located in their house, business, maybe somewhere that they're going on like vacation or something. If you're known to be doxing people.
Right. He can't humble me. It just made me remember all the shit like I had really forgot. So how do you just really made me feel good because I really like, oh girl, you sure did. Yeah. I'm so glad that I went through what I went through and had enough sense or whatever it was that pushed me forward to be like, you know what? I'm finna change my life. Okay. I'm glad I did it. You just reminded me, Anton. You just really gave me energy. Now I'm finna work out for like 2 hours because not to get all Bible on y'all, because I don't like to do the Bible games, but it just goes to show that people like Anton will be used to lift you up. Okay. So you want to talk about, look at the gay boy talking about some fuck F this stream. Go on out of here, gay boy. Let's get the gay boys out of here. The Anton booty lickers. Let's get them up out of here. Shut your gay ass up. Get him up out of here. But it just goes to show that, sometimes, those people will be used to lift you up. But let's watch Anton's video, y'all. He wants y'all to see this. Villain, get your bitch ass up out of here. Oh, about to block you. Is that you? Get your ugly ass up out of here. Damn, these comments coming so fast. Okay, let's
at that level. It's not a laughing matter. See, all this nervous laughing shit you're doing right now don't mean nothing. You're going to be really enraged when you find out you're no longer in the partner program and you're 100% relying on Patreon and Cash App. That's what's going to piss you off more than anything else.
We'll get there. We will definitely get there sooner rather than later. I promise you.
Okay, I was going to stop it. Maybe y'all see that?
Sooner rather than later. I promise you. There will be no stone left unturned. No stone left unturned. And then I found out, that's her real name, y'all, that she tried to publish a book on Amazon.
All right, let's talk about the publishing the book on Amazon. Really, y'all, I did have some stuff on Amazon that I was playing around with. Like, what is he even talking about? Like, is he really telling y'all something? Yes, I put a few things on Amazon, and to be honest, I was playing around with it and I lost a lot of my products. But let's listen to what Anton is saying, because this book that he gonna tell y'all about applies to him.
Called Surviving a Small Penis.
Surviving a small penis. Yeah, because it's a lot of men that got small penises, Anton, like you.
More alert. Lakeysha, you can thank Anton for advertising for you, completely free of charge.
And then what seasoning tastes like? God damn!
I mean, depending on how many views he gets and how many people sees it, you might get some sales out of that. Think of how many people actually probably think about small penis syndrome.
Anton bad. He saw that book, How to Survive a Small Penis. He was triggered. Honestly, y'all, I really believe with that book, I think it's offline because, like I said, I was just trying it out. I didn't like Amazon, their entire setup. So, I mean, let's just listen to Anton.
Or something like that. Think about it. Women, men, maybe they just want to see it to have it as a coffee table book. Doctor's offices might buy it. You know.
And I'm so sorry, y'all. I have not even acknowledged the cash. I'm sorry, the super chats. Thank you. Thank you so much, Freezy. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm just running my mouth. There's been a few. Paula, I appreciate you. Thank you for your super chat. Always that girl. Thank you for your super chat. Guru 77771. Thank you. And Rico Young. Thank y'all for y'all super chat. But this just goes to show that when you being authentic, people don't care. So I just wanted to come on here because Anton thought he had one up on me. And I mean, he had one up on me. I just never even mentioned it. As a matter of fact, he did this to another content creator. And I put in his chat, don't we all got a pat? Like who, like he think this dude is really goofy.
Never know who may buy that book. He just gave you tons of free advertising. You can thank for that. He's sitting there thinking he's clowning you. That is a published book on Amazon. It needs sales. All he's doing is helping you out. I would say thanks to Anton because nobody even knew you wrote books, let alone that book. Somebody might be able to say, you know what? I'm going to go look up the description and see what this book is about. Oh, man, that's kind of funny. I might have to order that book. Oh, that would be a great gag gift.
Y'all know what? I got to send Anton some free. As a matter of fact, I'm going to send Anton like 10 free ones to his house. I didn't even realize that. So Anton, you already named my next video. So surviving a small wee
gift to send to my friend. Let me send her this book. Oh man, my homeboy, I'm gonna mail him this book for his birthday. This is a funny gag gift. You never know why people might buy that book. You never know why, but you just got free advertising.
This is the honest to God truth, bro. I screenshotted this from Amazon. This is Amazon Books. I kid you not. Amazon Books, I screenshotted it.
That's it. Imagine having over 1 million subs, y'all. And you are, why you looking at little old me? I got like 100,000. I mean, like, dude, you got like 10 on 10 more than me. Like, what is your problem? Like, why you so obsessed, bro? You talking about a book that I got on Amazon. Why you don't care? Like, surviving a small penis. Why don't you get it? And actually, the book is it's really a gag gift because the inside of the book has no pages. So it's really a funny sort of a thing. But imagine, so this is what y'all can use as a symbolism to your own life. You could be working through some things that you want to achieve in your life. And somebody like Anton just remind you of how great you is. Because I'm just like, damn, Anton, don't you got over 1 million subs? You're focusing on a content creator with 100K. Okay, then. Well, thank you, Anton. Thank you.
And she wrote a book called How to Surviving a Small Penis. I couldn't believe it. Now, as I navigate through this treasure trove of information of all of these people who y'all take word as gospel, don't worry, we're gonna slow burn this. I promise you.
So he don't want y'all to listen to us because we been to jail. Okay, Anton. Okay, boy, sit your goof ass down. You are so removed from the community. Don't nobody like you. Literally, so this is Anton's content to say, oh, well, this person been to jail. Let us know if they've been to jail for messing with kids or something like that. Don't come online telling us nothing stupid. Who cares? We don't care. I mean, we do have a president that wait a minute. So Anton votes for Donald Trump, who is a PEDO, but that's okay. That's okay. But you want to go get somebody's background check for knocking somebody upside the head? Really? And yes, I worked at a school and I had my own school. So back to my original point, when people try to tell you you can't do things because you got this on your record, that is so untrue. I work for the largest school district in Wisconsin, Milwaukee Public Schools. Hello, Anton. What you got next? What you got, Anton? What you got?
I promise you, I'm going to
Stupid. That is dumb.
He don't know what the hell he's gonna do. That's that nervous laugh I'm telling you about. I let that play through so you can see how long he was pausing between thoughts. He don't have any thoughts. He has no idea what he's doing. He got the information, freaked out, just like when Jasmine Crockett got the information on that somebody named Epstein deal. So he got information and he jumped straight on the internet and he don't even know what to do with it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna let this slow burn. I'm gonna, yeah. Fucking crazy.
Let me acknowledge the super chat. Thank you, Russell Red 9893. Yeah, so I guess Donald Trump is the only one, a white man, he the only one. But I bet you ain't got no 20 something, I don't got that. You know what I mean? I got some shit that I done did. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not like Donald Trump, who you voted for. You voted for a pedo who harmed children. But y'all never hear Anton talking about Donald Trump. You don't hear him talking about Donald Trump because Donald Trump is all good in his eyes. Although Donald Trump called First Lady Michelle, because Michelle Obama will always be my first lady, and Barack, they some apes, they're some monkeys, but that's okay. That's okay to Anton.
Ass laugh. That's a nervous laugh if I ever heard one. What the hell you mean that's a nervous ass laugh? You ain't never heard a grown ass man laugh before? Oh, I'm coming after you, barbecue.
Oh, somebody put in the chat, my ex started listening. Yes, let me meet a dude and he say he listened to Anton. Oh, that's the beginning of the end. Goodbye. Anton is a clown. He's needing some, I ain't been talking about him. So apparently when I was talking about him, people were really going to his channel, I guess. I mean, damn, dude, I done forgot about you. And then I was thinking the other day, let me get back on Anton. I was like, I'm tired of Anton. So I literally stopped talking about Anton because I was tired of Anton. And now you bring this up. But Anton, you can bet that this next one that I'm finna do, you gonna be so mad. Anton, I'm gonna make you sue me. I'm gonna make you go to the court and sue me, Anton. I got you. See, one thing you need to know about me is, Anton, is when I play, the only person that be hurt is the other person. Because I'm not easily hurt. Like the little stuff you're doing, it doesn't hurt me. It really don't. Like I am one of those people who don't give a fuck. Like my grandmother, both of my grandmothers raised me to not give a fuck about people like you. I don't care. None of this is funny. I was literally headed to the gym. Y'all see, I took my wig off and I said, let me pop on here so I can let Anton know I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't care, bro. You act like you hurting me. I don't care. I thank God that, everything I did it a long time ago. Like you're acting like you got something on me, bro. Like you gonna have to come better than that. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh man.
So somebody put in there, okay, I like your comment. You said I lost 13 channels from YouTube beef. The best way to avoid, so I will talk about, so let me just make sure y'all understand. I'm Black and I like Black people. Like, some Black people get on my nerves just like other folks, but I could not resist not talking about Anton. The way he on here just dragging out of Black people, I couldn't resist not talking about him. So the issue here is I'm just talking crazy, but I really don't care. I promise you I don't. Anton can do whatever he wants to do. I know YouTube rules, so I'm not going to lose no channel over a loser like Anton. I know the YouTube rules. So if he want to put something out there, he should go do it. I mean, he's not going to make me respond any way that I'm going to lose nothing, because Anton is a joke to me. He's a joke. I can get on here and talk about his ugly ass daughter all day. and he just gonna be mad. It's nothing he can do. So I am not going to do anything that's gonna jeopardize me from somebody like Anton. You know, I'm gonna let him do what he does. I wasn't even gonna come on here. The only reason why I addressed it, because sometimes people think that when they say stuff that they hurting you. So I just needed to let him know that if you want to tell the folks that I got something on my record, I'll just tell them. Like, I mean, I can tell them that you really don't have nothing. So that was really the only reason why I came on here. This is really no beef. It's funny. And in all honesty, I was simply tired of talking about Anton. Like, I was literally tired of talking about Anton. That's why I stopped talking about him. But if y'all remember, I had did a video. This was a video way back, and I told y'all, I said, I feel like Anton did this on his own. And it's clear that all of this Corey B, this was all stuff that he orchestrated to get clicks and views. Anton was just on here crying, damn near breaking down, telling y'all that Corey talked about his daughter. And I told y'all, and people was like, do you feel sorry for him? And what I say? No, I don't feel sorry for him, because I feel like this is what he wanted. I don't feel sorry for him. I feel like this is what he wanted. He set himself up for this. This is what he wanted. So why do you go around taking pictures of your family knowing that you own the internet doing controversial shit? Why do you do that? Why do you think he does it? He don't give a damn. Yeah, and I'm gonna say his daughter is ugly because it's there. She is ugly. I mean, I'm not lying. But, you know, this is what happens when you do effed up stuff. So, but yeah, so let's watch his video, y'all. He wants y'all to watch his video. So let's watch it, because I haven't been watching Anton. So if somebody hadn't sent this to me, I wouldn't have never even known.
Oh my God. Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all, when I show y'all some stuff, oh my God, bro. Y'all not gonna believe it. Y'all not gonna believe what I found.
Now, I actually clipped the video of what he found because under, content creator code, you don't want to dox somebody. So I didn't put all the information that he showed the camera. Now, if YouTube goes after him for it, I'm definitely not showing that on my channel. I'm not going to dox somebody and say, well, I was just showing content creation. Doxing is doxing no matter how you put it. Even if you review doxing and you show that video on your channel, YouTube can come after you too. So anybody out there who's reviewing these content creators, just know whatever they show don't mean you have to show it. You can talk about it, but don't put yourself in a hot seat by thinking, oh, I only did it because I saw them do it. Right. I mean, if you see somebody walking out of the store with candy bars, you're going to turn around and walk out too. When people commit a crime, you don't use your defense as, well, I saw them doing it. So
here's the deal, y'all. I honestly have not saw Anton's video. But if y'all see it, let me know what it is he's showing, because at this point, I'm gonna let the folks handle him, because I mean, Anton, you're a little weird, dude. You're moving a little weird out here in these YouTube streets. I mean, it is what it is. I'm still happy. I'm still gonna go work out. And your daughter ugly, and your wife ain't too far from her. That's still for real though, Anton.
I did it too. That's not a good defense. You got to know better, and I know better than to dox somebody. So for all you people out there who are watching content creators like him, show them a lesson, teach them a lesson. So you know what? I'm leaving this channel. I'm unsubbing this channel because I do not condone doxing. I do not condone doing content the way you're doing it. If you want to talk shit about Lakeysha, go for it. Talk shit about 𝐟𝐸ZY, go for it. But doxing people, I do not condone that, and I will be unsubscribing your channel to anybody out there, any creator out there doing that. Unsubscribe them too. Walk away from anybody who's doxing.
I promise you. I get it now. I get it now. I now understand why some people have been making the videos that they have been making. And when they find a villain, when Kev died, he left a void in his space. So,
and I'm gonna stop that right there. He's trying.
And also too, that's another lie that Anton has been telling y'all. His daughter is not as young as y'all think. And F his daughter. Okay. I just told you, if you wasn't in here, let me review it for you. I am a little crazy. Okay. I said that I changed. Fuck his daughter. Okay. His ugly ass daughter. I just told you that I was a little crazy. Okay. I don't give a damn about his daughter. He should have thought about his ugly ass daughter before he came online with his bullshit. His daughter is ugly. Okay. She ain't a kid. She's not a kid. She's not a kid. And I just looked at another video. He's doing this same thing to somebody else. Anton needs views, y'all. All of this stuff. I literally have a list of shit to talk about. Okay. Anton has nothing to talk about. He's out here running. And y'all, let me just tell y'all the crazy part though. I actually have a background check on Anton. I haven't even looked at it. I started looking at it, but I had gotten so busy. And then I thought about it, like, it's not really that serious. So Anton ain't got shit to talk about. So he want to try to tell y'all that, oh, you don't want to talk to them. They've been to jail. Don't you talk to them? They've been to jail before. Boy, if you don't sit your fool ass down.
I'm gonna say when Kevin Samuels died and left a void in the space, he's the one to fill that space. Anton is nothing.
That part. Now that's another part. I don't feel sorry for his daughter because he talks about other people's kids. You reap what you sow. He talks about other folks' kids. How do you talk about people's kids but expect for somebody to treat your ugly daughter with kid gloves? No, it don't happen like that.
Like Kevin Samuels. Let's get that right out the way. That's like saying I had a Corvette, but I decided to trade in and get a Chevette. A Chevette and a Corvette only.
Somebody put in the chat, why go after his minor daughter instead of his wife? Fuck Anton, ugly ass daughter and his motherfucking wife. He talk about other people kids. Fuck his doodle face daughter. If you don't like it, leave. Leave. Fuck is you talking about?
Ends in the word vet. It's not the same car. That's a Chevy Chevette. That's a Chevy Corvette. Two totally different cars.
But you think I'm gonna give somebody kindness that's out here? He talk about other people's kids. So why is it okay for him to talk about somebody's kids? I got a whole video where he dragging the lady and her kids. This lady kids wasn't 17. We're talking about kids like under 10. Fuck his ugly ass daughter. What is you talking about? It ain't nobody fault that his daughter is ugly. Okay. Why he online doing all of this goofy shit? Why don't he take his ugly ass daughter and fix her up? Because I'm gonna be honest, if my kids was ugly, I would fix them up. His daughter is ugly.
But he's thinking that he's a Corvette. He's a Chevette. So when I hear people saying, oh, well, Anton is filling the Kevin Samuels space. Doubt it. Doubt it. Anton can't talk. For one thing, Anton's married. For two, Anton has two women living in his household that he's not even attracted to. He settled down early in life. They settled down with him early in life. Well, his wife settled down. His daughter didn't settle down. His daughter just who she is. But Rita settled down early in life. This man had to go out and get dental surgery just to look halfway decent to be on camera. My shit's all natural. Whatever. I got a couple of crowns in the back because I got root canals or whatever. But other than that, I don't got to do veneers and shit and all that just so
right. I don't got no veneers. Okay, this is my original face. I mean, it's a little bit slimmer because I said, girl, you need to lose weight, but I will always little. It's like, you know, when you have children, you gain weight. But I said her daughter is ugly, ho. If you don't like it, get out my motherfucking chat. What is you talking about? If you don't like it, get the fuck up out of here. She ugly and you're probably ugly too. The problem is if you're in the chat asking me why I talk about Anton's daughter, it's because you ugly too. Get your ugly ass up out of here. This channel ain't for ugly folks. Get out. Bloop, get out of here. Get your ugly ass up out of here. If you in here asking me why I talk about Anton's daughter, it's because you got the ugly girl syndrome too. Get your ugly ass up out of here.
I can look decent on camera to talk shit about other people's teeth when your teeth was fucked up to the point where you had to get veneers. This is who he thinking, oh, I'm gonna fill Kevin's spot. No, you're artificial, you're fake, you're phony, you ain't real. You are not filling the void of Kevin Samuels. Nobody I know is listening and saying, well, I'm taking Anton Daniel method. Bro, you are a simp. You are paying up to $3,500 a month for a woman.
So, and it's the thing, y'all. I can get real silly, and real petty. Anton, I got you, boo. I got you, boo. But you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Because this is how you got to be petty. See, I've learned because, like I just told y'all, I used to do dumb stuff. I used to beat people the fuck up. So I don't do that no more. But I replaced that with petty as hell. Anton, I got you, boo. I got you. It's coming. You know, unfortunately, you're gonna be mad. You're gonna be big mad. Thank you for the super chat. Rico Young 8373 for the $9.99. Anton, you're gonna be Big Mac. You're gonna be Big Mac. See, you started it, and here's the deal though, Anton. I wouldn't have cared if you did a video talking about me. People do videos all the time talking. I let them folks do what they do because I feel like as a content creator, we do talk about other people. Unfortunately, people gonna talk about us. Sometimes they lie, and I kind of gotten over that. Let people do what they do. But you kind of like did it the wrong way though. You kind of went like to the left because I really have a background check on you, and I didn't even really look at it because I was like, you know what, I don't want to get in there, but you took it here, Anton. So we here, and Anton, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm going to say allegedly because like I said, I have your background check. Anton, wasn't your daughter arrested though? Was your daughter arrested? Why are you talking about my old ass being arrested? Yeah, I was arrested before. Yeah, long time ago. But was your daughter arrested is the question because I didn't want to put that out there because I was like, you know, that's kind of petty. But while we talking about folks being arrested, was your daughter arrested? Was your daughter arrested, Anton? Anton, was your daughter, or let me look at the camera when I say this. Because see, I didn't even want to go here, but since we here, let me make sure I got my Anton. Was your daughter arrested? Because the report that I got that I didn't want to put out, I wasn't going to say nothing about it. Was your daughter arrested? And if so, put in the chat, what for? You want to talk about folks being arrested. Was your daughter arrested? That's the question. I mean, I'm just asking because the report that I was provided, it said Anton and then Leslie. I think it said Leslie or something was arrested. I ain't really looked into it, but what is that all about? What is that? Since we putting it all out there on the line. What? Wait a minute. And then that's his daughter is 17? Anton, was your 17-year-old daughter arrested though? I'm gonna have to go through that report because when you do a background check, is various ways you can do it. And you know, I got friends that's police officers. We can call them. I mean, even my police friends know I done been to jail. They know that I will beat somebody's ass. They know that. But so when I got this background check, one of the reasons why I really didn't want to talk about it, because it was something in there that said something about your daughter. And I was like, no, I'm not going to bring that up. But since we doing this shit, then let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it then. Since we telling and, you know, you think you doing something, let's do it then, Anton. You know, because I didn't want to bring it up because I'm like, you know what, let's just, but Anton, what about your daughter? Was your daughter arrested? Let me acknowledge Samantha. Is it Samantha C8060? Thank you for the super chat. And see, y'all, I be trying to be, you know, not getting all into this, but you know, since we talking, you know, the report that I got said Leslie had did something. Like I said, I didn't get into it because I was like, nah, I don't want to be talking about that. But would you care, Anton, to acknowledge why your 17-year-old daughter, it said something about her? What was that all about? Yeah, I know. You don't want to talk about that.
Do you think Kevin Samuels will ever sit up there and go, oh yeah, guys, make sure you're paying for the cat. Make sure you're paying up to $3,500. That was a married woman you was paying up to $3,500 for. Bro, you were nothing like Kevin Samuels. Stop tricking yourself to believe that you are completely delusional. I will say that you are delusional.
So then what seasoning tastes like? God damn.
So now, yes, she is. Absolutely, she is. 1000%. Now we're gonna get through everything, and I know everything. I know what was going on in Philly. I know what went on in Atlanta. I know what went on in Milwaukee.
So I'm gonna let Anton. This gonna be good, y'all. This gonna be good, considering I've never lived in Philly and Atlanta. I mean, so Anton, let me steer you in the right direction because you know, I really want you to put the right information, but let's say you put the wrong information. It's going to cost you, not me. I ain't never been to Philly and I don't have no record in Atlanta. So if you want to tell it, it's Milwaukee. Okay. I'm just trying to help you out. So I just told you that I did stuff when I was younger, which should let you know that I ain't never been to Philly. I ain't never been in jail. I ain't never been, nothing happened in Philly. Nothing happened in Atlanta, because if you're going to put it out there, put the right stuff, okay? So just trying to steer you in the right direction, because, you know, if you mess around and do something a little bit off and crazy, I'm going to do to you what you said you're going to do to Corey, but I'm going to do it.
I know all of the companies. I know about
all the companies. What companies? What are you talking about?
Bankruptcies.
Yes, I did file bankruptcy. And your point? Yeah, I think I said that, like, yeah, when I was younger. So what's your point? I know about the bankruptcy. Anton, little do you know, I know about your loans that you got on your YouTube business. And they said that they saw your account and that they was all loans. Y'all never even heard me talk about that. I literally talk about content. Anton want to tell y'all about a bankruptcy. Yes, I think I told y'all. That's how I know about bankruptcy, because I filed. Anton, really? I mean, is this what you got? Anton, what are you saying, bro? I mean, this is how I know he is really crazy. Like, is it like unnormal for a person to file bankruptcy? Like, if you worked a job and you got fired, or, you know, or whatever happened, I mean, is that not the normal procedure? Why you don't talk about Trump? He want to tell y'all that I filed bankruptcy. Is that really news? Is that really news? Like, is that really something that, did I ever get on here and tell y'all I was a millionaire and I got it like that? Did I ever say that? What kind of weird shit is that? Hell yeah, nigga, I filed bankruptcy. I'm a regular ass person. What is you talking about? Are you stupid? Why wouldn't I be able to file bankruptcy if I was broke and I lost my job? What is he talking about? Thank you for the super chat. This dude is weird. Like, when did I ever present myself? As a matter of fact, when we talked about bankruptcy, I used myself for example. I said, because when I did it, I said when I was younger, I had so many credit cards that I didn't know what to do. So I was like, shit, I ain't paying this. I ain't gonna be able to pay this. Like, what are you talking about, bruh? Like, you act like this is something like.
I know about the felonies. Oh, I know about everything.
Okay, felony is one. It's one. Let me just correct you. Felony, one. See, when you start saying S, you're lying, and that's defamation. Go call your girl Tasha K. She can explain that to you. Let's keep it, because I don't want to, do it to you, but I will. So I'm gonna steer you in the right area. It's felony. That's one. Ease implies it's more than one. That would be Donald Trump, the one you support. It's felony. And to be exact, that would have been 31 years ago. So that should pinpoint it for you. So if you want to go look it up, I turned 19 when I had to whoop that whole ass. I was 19, so I'm finna be 51 now. How many years? That's been about 31 years. So now I'm letting you know where to look so that you get the right information, okay? Not felonies, it's felony. That means one. I know you didn't go to college or anything. You're not educated, but felony is one, okay? So just so you know, felony.
Everything.
And what you're dealing with is a narcissist deflecting. He don't want to look at his own current life right now. The things that he's going through that everybody's reviewing right now, instead of him talking about that, he's trying to deflect all the attention off of him onto people's personal life, things that he want to attack.
But the thing about it is, I just came on here to let y'all know, like, I don't care. I mean, I just wanted to say this so that, if he wanted to do, another video, I'm just steering him in the right way. I ain't never been a Philly. I've been arrested in my hometown. I've never been arrested in Atlanta. I've never been arrested in Philly. I've never did anything there. Only in Milwaukee. So if that's where you want to look, you have to look at Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Milwaukee, Wisconsin ain't like Georgia, where Georgia got all these different different counties. It's Milwaukee. So you'll be able to get it all from there. Okay. So just so you know, so you can get all the correct information. So don't waste your time talking about Philly. Lakeysha is a very, a name, a lot of people got it, but you want to look in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's the only place that, just so you know.
None of us care. Honestly, I could care less about somebody 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I don't really care. But if you're saying you're doing something right now in 2026 that is affecting the content I'm looking at, I need to find out who you are, because you're a fraud. You're a liar. When you sitting on panels buying women.
Right. He wants to tell y'all that he want to tell y'all the crimes that I committed when I was in my 20s, but I've done everything that he wished that he could have done. I've worked for the government several times. I've, worked for schools. I have never went anywhere and allowed a door to close on me. Okay. And let's just get into it. People will try to say, oh, you got this. Anton, you ain't better than me, even though you claim you don't have nothing on your record. You ain't shit, Anton. You couldn't beat me in no sector of anything. Okay. Never. And you say, oh, she worked with kids. Not only did I work with kids, I owned the MF. Okay. Had my own school. Okay. So while you're talking, you're really not talking about nothing. Hopefully this is an inspirational story to help other people, to let y'all know sometimes we grow up in effed up situations, okay? But you got to change your situation and be a better person. Because listen, let me just tell y'all my real story. So when I grew up, my grandmother's was mean as hell. I showed y'all a picture of my other grandmama, and somebody was like, oh, she look like she don't play. She don't. But what came with that is, my grandmothers used to tell me, back in the days, they say, if a mess with you, you better cut. You can't tell no kid that. Okay. So my grandmothers, just think about growing up and both your grandmothers tell you, if somebody messed with you, you better. That's what my grandmothers used to tell me. What y'all think I did when I got into a fight? Ask me what y'all think I did. I did what my grandmothers told me to do. They say, if somebody messed with you, ass out. And that's what I did. I just did what they said. So when I got older, I realized that and was like, why did my grandmothers tell me that? Y'all don't be telling y'all kids that if somebody mess with you, to take them out, because you do understand that when your kids get into something and you tell them to take them out, that's what they're going to do. So I'm not ashamed of that. When I grew up and I realized and I was older, I said, damn, if somebody would have told me the right things, I wouldn't have did those things. Because I thought that if somebody messed with you, you're supposed to F them up. That's what I thought. That's kind of what I grew up in. I thought that if somebody messed with you, you got to come close to deleting them. That's what I thought. I'm just telling y'all. That's what I thought. Yeah, but I still got more than you. But I still got more than you. Isn't that something? I'm still better than you. I still got more than you. I look better than you. And you don't even got a profile picture. You don't even have a profile picture. So the bottom line is that you just got to make sure that whenever you're telling your kids stuff, you have to tell them the right thing. Because my grandmothers told me that if somebody messed with me, to F them up. And that is exactly what I did. If you mess with me, you was gonna get it. Because that's kind of how I grew up. So I had to realize, like, girl, you can't keep doing this to folks. Like, you gotta stop. So I'm not ashamed, because I was able to take what I learned and teach it to my kids. Because never would I would have told my kids what the folks told me. You see what I'm saying? They told me if somebody mess with you, you better kill them. Okay, that's what they told me. And growing up, you don't understand that the folks didn't tell you that you were gonna go to jail. They don't tell you that part. They just tell you if somebody mess with you, you better do this. So after doing it, you be like, well, wait a minute, y'all didn't tell me this part. But like I said, I'm not really mad or anything, but maybe it is a story that I should share. I just really don't, because Not that I'm ashamed. It's just, I guess it probably was never a time and a place. But everybody from my hometown, they know. Everybody know. It's not like it's a secret. The people who know me know me.
Bracelets, talking about you're a Christian man. Your marriage of 21 years is a covenant before God, this and that. You're doing that right now, not 20 years ago. You're doing that right now. That's what people are exposing. Instead of him trying to make right with his own self, right with his own family, right with the circle around him, getting right with people, he'd rather go look at somebody else's wrongs from 20 years ago to get.
And let me acknowledge the super chat, Rico Young. Thank you again, because Rico, how many times, like Rico, you done been in here doing a lot of super chats. Now I'm gonna have to add them up. But somebody put in the chat, and I love what you put in the chat. I love what you put in the chat, and I don't pay them motherfucking people no attention. Let me find it. Somebody put in here, and I mean that's just how people are. I mean, YouTube has taught me so many things. Capping caveman. People asked him why you got to talk about Anton's daughter, but never asked him why he had to talk about other Black people's daughter. And that is it right there. And that's why I don't. So normally, and two, let's understand this. I have grown kids. Anton's daughter he say 17. His daughter been 17 for a couple of years now. You would think at some point she would be 18. I don't even believe Anton's daughter is 17. I believe that is just the bullshit he wants people to believe because he wants sympathy. But isn't it so ironic that Anton knows how to come to the Black community for sympathy, but any other, day he dragging the hell out of us, telling us how dumb we are, how broke we are, and all of this other shit he come up with. So I don't give a damn about what the people say. I said his daughter is ugly. I mean, she's ugly, and he knows she's ugly. Y'all know she ugly. And the simple fact that he drags not one child, not two child, Anton is always talking about kids. Why y'all think I started talking about Anton? Originally, I don't, really like to talk about content creators. But unfortunately, when you're talking about news, sometimes y'all send me stuff and be like, talk about this. Sometimes it does happen. It does happen. Now, generally, if I'm talking about a content creator, it's probably going to be somebody big like an Anton or a Tasha K, which is the reason why I said, why Anton talking about my little bitty self? Like, I only got 100,000 subs. That's like me going to get somebody with 2,000 subs and going to do a video about them. Anton, the people should know you more than they know me, but that should just let y'all know that he know that y'all fuck with me more than y'all fuck with him, and he just mad. That's what that is. He mad. He's mad. He's mad. Well, maybe, Anton, the people can identify with real motherfuckers. You ain't real. You're not real. You're fake. All you talk about is money that you get from YouTube. You're not even inspiring people. You're not telling people that, hey, you can do the same thing. You can start you a YouTube channel. You want to be some big dude that got it like that, which you really don't, Anton. Do y'all remember what Anton was doing on YouTube when he first started? Do anybody remember that? Does anybody remember Anton in that hot dog costume? Go through all of my videos. Let me know if you see me in a hot dog costume. Now you ain't gonna never see me in a motherfucking hot dog costume trying to do shit. Now I may come on here and do video after video, but one thing you won't see me in, what the fuck I'm gonna put on a hot dog suit for? I'm never that desperate. If YouTube wasn't gonna work for me, it ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna put on a motherfucking hot dog costume. Thank you, Cynthia C6668. Thank you for the super chat. Anton done been in damn hot dog costumes. He done it all. And now he mad at somebody with 100,000 subs. That's crazy. That's crazy.
The heat off of him. Ain't nobody being fooled by the bullshit. Hopefully, everybody out there who are viewers of these creators show people a lesson by saying, when you start doxing people, something that I don't even want done to myself, I will unsub you and your video views will go down. I will stop watching your content until you do actual content.
Oh my God. Girl, why you ain't tell me that you had a background and you was working with kids? Why was you around kids?
All right, some dumbass put in the chat, oh, and worthless check. Bitch, I probably did write a check or two back then. If you don't get your dumb ass out of my chat, y'all are stupid. Get the fuck up out of my chat, idiots. If it was a worthless check, bitch, I was 19. Get the fuck up out of my chat. Y'all are dumb. You keep sucking Anton small pee-pee. Y'all got anything better to do with your life? You are stupid. Hell yeah, I probably wrote a check, bitch, with no money in there when I was young and broke. Is you stupid? Who didn't? Are y'all dumb? And then he said bail jumping. Yeah, it's bail jumping when you beat somebody up and then you beat somebody up, right? And they let you out on bail and you go back and do it again. That should tell you who I really am. Okay? Yes. How many times you want me to tell you? Yes. Is you stupid? Y'all so dumb. Y'all should go find y'all fathers, because that's the real problem. Y'all don't got y'all fathers. Where y'all fathers at? Grown ass men running after Anton. That's weird. Wait a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. Somebody calling me. Who calling me? Is that you, Jalen? Who's calling me? Somebody's calling me. I don't even know this damn phone. All right, y'all. These folks is so stupid. Somebody said, "Don't forget, Anton." If somebody got time, look at that video. I'm gonna go work out. I'll probably get a chance to look at it. Anton, you so motherfucking dumb. You should be worried about your ugly ass daughter. I'ma keep saying your daughter ugly because she ugly and you know she ugly. That's the real problem. Anton mad because his daughter ugly. You in my chat. Oh, your stupid ass out my chat, bitch.
We're gonna get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Me and you.
And that's Anton's problem. He doesn't. That's like me coming on here telling y'all I'm a millionaire, I'm rich, I got all. Nigga, get up out of here. If you don't know anything about the struggle, then go appeal to another audience. You on here pleading, telling people to come join your bitch ass Patreon. They over there talking about ain't shit over there and people don't like it. And you coming on here telling me about a check I wrote when I was 20. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I probably wrote other people checks when I was 20. Get up out of here. Hello, what are you saying? What are you saying, sir? I probably wrote other people checks too. You act like you telling, dude, I am from the hood. I just know how to represent well. What do you think this is? What really do you think this is? I am from, listen, when I lived with my mama, my mother had a different life for me, but I wanted to be in the ghetto. Okay. So I wanted to go over to my grandmother's house because I could do what I wanted to do over there. So I lived over in the hood. Okay. What is you talking about? Did I write a bad check? Bitch, if you don't get out of here, hell yeah. A lot of them. The fuck is you talking about? Did I write a, you are dumb. So tell me this, why would y'all want to be a part of Anton's community when he don't identify with anything about the community? Now, granted, people change their lives. They do different things. If he doesn't identify with any struggle, why the fuck are y'all over there? He don't know what y'all talking about. He another Donald Trump. Exactly. It amazes me how people really believe a criminal background makes someone not suitable to work with kids. And here's the deal, Divine Essence. You know, when you work with kids, you have to go through the background check. So then this is why I said, maybe I should share this more. I didn't realize that, you know, that this could really help people. I really never thought about it. But when you work with kids, or even if you work, like when I work for the government, they do background checks. But what people don't know is folks cannot deny you for a job if it's not job related. So me knocking somebody upside the head don't prevent me from getting a job. Now, if I was knocking kids upside the head, that would be different. So what happens is when you get a job, they do a background check, right? But generally, you know, they can see, let's say you got battery. They may tell you to provide us with the certified court, whatever, because they want to see exactly what happened sometimes. Because if it say battery, sometimes I guess it could say battery to a child or whatever, but they do a lot of times want to ask for what it is. But the stuff on my record is so damn old. The only time it ever became a question is when I worked, you know, at a school, which they would say, okay, well, give us the documents or whatever. So having something on your record does not make you no less than anybody else. Like I said, even, you know, I've worked with kids, I've worked in HR. Them white folks be having more shit on their record than y'all ever saw in y'all life. I worked at one job where the man had so much shit on his record. I was like, why y'all just don't fire him? Like, this man got too many things. So having something on your record does not alleviate you from having a job. But that's the message that Anton wants to push. That is what he wants to push to the Black folks, to make y'all think that if you ever did anything wrong, that you ain't shit. That's why that nigga right there, that's why you need to stop being over there. That's why I start talking about him, because I saw the bullshit he was trying to preach. Anton has 1 million subs. Imagine, so with my channel, I reach millions of people. With his channel, he's going to reach billions of people. So imagine with his influence, the lies that he is putting through on Black folks. And you say, not realizing that that's how mentorship happens. People who overcome struggles and pass help others. And that's what I was saying. Maybe I should have mentioned it more. I just really never thought about it, because in all honesty, I came from a world that I knew that I wasn't going to be like nobody. Like I said, you know what? I'm going to create my own lane. Okay. That's why people say, well, you know, when you moved out, where did you live? When I left living with my grandmother, I moved to the suburbs because I was tired looking at that mess. Okay. But the thing of it is I never thought about it as, okay, you know, help somebody else. I really never thought about it, but there's nothing bad about my story that I am ashamed about. Man, I overcome. Do you know the girl that I try to unalive? Do you know I cut her throat? What if she would have died? You see what I'm saying? I have a story that I could tell. Thank you so much, Anton, because I never even thought about it. Because guess what? I done did some shit too that I ain't never got, that, you know, that I ain't never got arrested for. That this was way back then. But I'm just trying to tell you that I would never try to come on here and act like I'm something that I ain't. I just never talked about it because it's like, okay, whatever. But the fact that he think that he can try to use this stuff against people is really crazy. Because I mean, it's crazy. I gotta acknowledge another super chat. Okay, is it Sarachi 8731? Thank you so much for the super chat. Somebody said, did he file bankruptcy? I've never even looked. Like I said, I have a background check on him. I never looked at it. To be honest, I skimmed it. And when I saw the stuff on his daughter, it said Leslie. I just like was, you know, forget it. So I really never went into it. I don't know if Anton's filed for, you know, bankruptcy. To be honest, when I talk about Anton, it's strictly his content. So me talking about him having a bankruptcy, I guess it would probably be a little bit irrelevant. So I don't know. Maybe he did. Somebody said, have you sought therapy to help you with that? Help me with what? Somebody said, respect. What you mean, Erica LaShawn? I don't know what you mean when you say to help me with that. I have no idea what you mean. I'm from the Black community, and 99.9% of the people should have a therapist. So when you say, have I sought therapy to help me with that? Can you tell me what you're talking about? Because I don't know what part you're talking about. I mean, I have a therapist, but when you say to help you with that, I don't know what you're saying. That, I mean, that, you know what I mean? I don't know what you're saying, if you want to put that in there. Shut your ugly ass up. Look at this. I'm putting it on the screen. So I don't. Keysha, stop talking about people. You're past. Shut up. Okay, and your point. Move on. Bye. Please wash your face at least before you try our girl. Y'all, so I don't know. Somebody put in the chat, have you sought therapy? I don't know what part you're talking about. So you said the slick. Oh, so okay, Erica. So I don't know when you came in. So when I grew up, what I was saying is when I grew up, my grandparents, my grandmothers, they was mean as hell. Okay. So growing up, what I was told, if you get in a fight with somebody, you better kill them. So if you're taught when you grow up that if somebody put their hands on you, you better beat them till you can't see them no more. That was never something that I needed to seek therapy for, because your kids will do whatever you teach them to do. So once I got older, I was like, why they tell me that? Because I knew if I had never been told that as a young person, I would have been a little bit different. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have fought like I did, because, you know, as you grow up or whatever, especially being a child, you listen to the parent or your mother, your grandmother, whoever. But if somebody is telling you, if somebody hits you, you better KILL them. What you think gonna happen if you hit me? So that was never something that I needed to seek therapy for. It was just me following what I was told. Like if you hit me, or if you got in my way, or if I felt like I needed to defend myself, I'm not gonna hit you and walk away. I am beating you down to the ground. Like you will not be getting back up. That was just my thought process. So once I felt that, you know, wait a minute, this is how you kind of start doing that. That was not something that I needed therapy for, because keep in mind, I wasn't going out messing with people now. These were the people that was effing with me. Like you started it and I just finished it. So it wasn't like I was, you know, bothering other folks. It was just the folks, you know, kind of like Anton that start shit and then you just finish it. Okay, so somebody said he's mad. I'm gonna block this person right here, because some of these folks, just get your ugly ass out of here. Okay, somebody said he's mad because you're prettier than his wife and daughter. We all have a past, but look at you now. Exactly. Like that's what I'm like. That's why I came on here, because I'm like, okay, let me just come on here and let the people know, you know, Anton want to put out like, but Anton is looking for attention, y'all. He's just looking for attention, because like I said, I have 100,000 subs. He has millions, and he talking about me. That don't make sense.
See, even I know what's going on.
And what you're witnessing is a completely confused narcissist not knowing how to have a plan of attack against somebody when he's sitting there knowing how foul he is. He is searching for reasons. All of these moments of blank silence, all of his moments of thought, all of his moments of doing this, it's nothing.
You're right. I'm not a better person than his wife. I'm a very, very better person and a greater person and a prettier person than his man looking ass, mohawk wearing ass wife. You're right. Who I believe is being abused, because wasn't she saying that Anton had multiple personalities? So when you bring your ugly ass, funny looking ass, shitty face ass in my chat telling me who I am, go back over there and suck Anton little bitty Enos. How about that?
It's all just show. It's all just theatrics. Oh, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. All this, it's theatrics. The dude has nothing, no content. He is not a content creator. He is an egotistical maniac who happens to have a camera, who happened to get an audience. And once he got his lawsuit, all it did was purchase him more purchasing power. That's all it did. So now he wants to go around and try to bully smaller channels by saying, I'm going to release your personal information. If you don't stop making content about me, I'm going to release your personal information. That is.
But another thing, y'all haven't even heard me say what I'm going to do, because you will never hear me say what I'm going to do. That's what hoe ass niggas do. We don't talk about what we gonna do. We just do it. Okay. So I will never tell you what I'm going to do. But Anton, no, I'm on your ass, bitch. Okay. Know that. I'm not Anton. They come on, oh, I'm gonna sue Corey. No.
The essential threat of bullying. When you say, if you don't stop doing XYZ, I'm going to release your personal information, that is the core definition of bullying. Now, if Lakeysha wants to get on YouTube's guideline thing and say, hey, you know what? This guy is bullying because he's actually threatening while currently releasing all my personal information. This is what he's doing, all because I'm making content. See, people have tried that on me. And I made a video with my big ass rifle sitting right across my thing. YouTube made me take it down because it was a loaded gun. But I could just make another video and do the exact same video just without the gun loaded. I could do the same video. So YouTube told me, oh, you can make the video again, just can't be with a loaded weapon. The video was fine, but the fact that the weapon was loaded as you were speaking, kind of have a problem with that. So I was thinking about making the video over again, but I'm not, because I think the people got the message. People were saying, come to my house and mess with me. I took out my big ass loaded rifle and said, come by, come on by. That's what I said. And guess what happened? Nobody ever came to my house. I'm still sitting here. Nobody ever came to my house. When you bully people and when you dox people, people have a right to defend themselves. YouTube will step in to make sure guns aren't being used. They will step in and say, hey, you know what? We understand what's going on. We see what's going on. But
okay, let me just answer a quick question. Somebody says, I'm late. Who is the gentleman? This is another content creator. My gosh, what is his? I cannot remember his channel name right off the bat, but somebody emailed me this and I had started to watch it. I was getting ready to actually go to the gym and I was like, wait a minute, let me jump on live. So he shared, this content creator is pretty much doing content on a video that Anton did. But in Anton's video, I guess he's doxing me and want everybody to know that I've been to jail before. So yeah, that's it. Mike Drop Barbecue. Yes, that's his channel. So he wants to let everybody know that I've been to jail. But this content creator, Mike Drop Barbecue, is just doing content on what Anton has did. So for the person that just came in. And thank you, she 9389 for the super chat.
can you do us a favor? Remake the video just without a loaded weapon this time. I'm like, all right, cool. I might.
I can't believe they let you around kids with this background. This is crazy. Why'd you write that? Why you write that and publish that?
He is an idiot. Okay, so y'all, this dude is so weird. He want attention so bad. Like, isn't that weird though? To have 1 million subs. Y'all, if I had 1 million subs, I would be doing something so different. This dude is looking, trying to find shit on little old me. I mean, that's about all you gonna find. I mean, you ain't got nothing else better to do with your time. So he putting on in the camera, why did you write that? It says surviving a small penis. So for the people who just came in, I had did some little funny books on Amazon. I don't even think the book is still there. Why do he care about a book that says surviving a small penis? Because he got one. I mean, why do you care? Dude is goofy.
Why you do that?
He goofy. This dude is goofy. He's so goofy.
We're gonna get there.
I had to let that part play so you can.
Is that weird though? Like, bro, you ain't got nothing else to talk about. So he asking me, why did I write? Why did I do? Actually, it's not even a book. It's kind of like a funny thing. The title says surviving a small penis, but the inside of the book is just blank pages. So what, like, bro, you ain't got nothing else? Like, come on now.
See how unhinged this dude really is. I mean, who sits there in a camera? This is his content. Just holding his camera up, asking a question to the camera like he gonna get an answer back. He like, why you do that? Why you do that? Why you do that? Like, dude, you are unhinged. Who makes content like that? He has nothing going on upstairs. The dude's only content is reviewing other people's content. His only content is making panels and having everybody argue back and forth about bashing black women. That's his only content. Talking about people who have kids out of wedlock. He has no content. Why are people watching this shit? It is a complete waste of time.
You would not know what's going on. We gonna get there. Oh my gosh.
But to actually dig into somebody's records, that's one thing. Now, he did talk about her book, whatever. The book is public information. Who cares? He went and found out she wrote a book. So he said, hey, y'all, did y'all know she wrote a book? I mean, it's on Amazon. It's public information whatsoever. But some information, records, and things of that sort, maybe people don't want that out there because it's actually, well, not really actually, but it's potentially linked to victim names. And those are actual people's real names, first name, last name. And so
to the goofy person in the chat, somebody says, to be fair, you asked if he had nothing else to do, but you created a lot of content about him. Why is it okay? Yeah, I created content about the content that he created, you goofy, about the content. But look, I don't care. I'm just literally coming on here to let my people know what's up. It just goes to show I'm just a badass bitch. That's really what it goes to show, because Anton should be, he's supposed to be, the numbers show he's bigger than me, but you're doing content about, oh, she filed bankruptcy. Oh, she has a record. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up out of here. Yes, I'm doing content. What do I, so you think I'm gonna do a video on, okay, Anton, in 19, well, actually you can do a video on Anton to talk about how broke he was, because he try to make y'all think he's so damn rich. So I don't care, weirdo, okay? Anton has a lot of weird ass folks like you that be on his channel, and y'all stupid and slow. Y'all go to his Patreon and pay money, and he ain't teaching you shit. So I don't care. Like I said, I'm just literally telling my people what's up so that they can know I really don't care. I'm telling my own story. You can't come to the internet and tell my story for me. Since you think you telling it, I'll tell them. It's nothing. Like, you're not really doing anything. Actually, you helping some people, because maybe some people didn't know, so this is me telling them, like, look, if y'all been through something, don't let it keep you stuck. Yes, when I was in my 19, 20, I was a badass. Yes, I think I probably said that in some videos, but technically, I mean, again, sometimes you look at this YouTube thing as different, and you think some people are bigger than you, and they really ain't shit. They really ain't shit, because you're not hurting me. I mean, so I play, listen, I've been to jail enough to play by the rules and know how to use the rules to my advantage. Now catch that T. Okay, so while he talking, I bet you I can use every rule to my advantage. I can use every rule to my advantage. So why you out doxing people? Isn't that illegal, sir? Show me where I dox your information. And the crazy part is I do have it, but I never put your information out there. So okay, Anton, you just gonna put more money in my pocket. Thank you.
what if somebody says, I want to go ask these victims, or I want to go after these victims? See, that's why we redact information certain times, because there's people you want to protect from unscrupulous individuals. Out of the millions and millions of people we got in America, you don't know who may do what with what information. They may not go after the person you're doxing, but may go after somebody who you're doxing who's affiliated with them. So we don't do that as content creators. We don't put people's information out there because we know the ramifications. Once information is out, you can't pull it back and say, hey, I want to pull that information back from everybody. You don't know who's gaining access to that. It might be somebody who's looking for somebody, or somebody who says, well, we know that person lied. Now we know that person's name. When somebody just never released their name, and it's like it shows up on a document. See, Anton is playing a very dangerous game with real life. Everybody else is reviewing content. Everybody is screenshotting videos, listening to panels and live streams. He is upset that his own content is sinking his channel. So now he's saying, I'm going to go delve into somebody's real life to put it out there in content to see what other people think. All it makes me want to do is to support the person who is getting doxed even more. I want to support Lakeysha even more. I want to support 𝐼 even more, because I know there are animals out there who are willing to dox somebody instead of fixing their own shit, fixing their own life, writing their own ship, They'd rather dox somebody to personally ruin their lives. I don't do content like that. I don't like content creators that do content like that. When it comes to doxing, that's a big no for me. I don't deal with people that do that at all. Well, I hope you found this video.
Okay, y'all. So like I said, I wanted to show y'all because like I said, I saw it and I was like in the middle of something. And I was like, wait a minute, did they say Anton doxed me? So I didn't watch it the full. I just watched like a few minutes of it and I said, let's jump online. But I have not saw his video. They say he doxed me. So I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna watch the video. And you know, I'm not gonna come on here and tell Anton what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do it because that's what I do. But like I said, I wanted y'all to know, yes, hell yeah, I've been to jail. Yes, that's me. Now, all of this stuff he talking about Philly and Atlanta, no, that ain't me. I've been to jail when I was 20, 25, that age range. Yes, I filed bankruptcy. Yep, I sure did. So what are you talking about, Anton? It's nothing. You cannot tell my story for me. Worry about your ugly ass daughter and your funny looking ass wife with that mohawk that they say you are abusing. And also, I did get a report on Anton. Like I said, I didn't go into it like that, but I did see that they said his daughter had been arrested. So I'm wondering, why is Anton talking about arrest when you say your daughter is 17 and it looked like allegedly that she may have been arrested herself? So I thought that that was crazy. I just wanted to jump on here and, you know, tell y'all because you can't hold nothing over my head. I am not ashamed of anything and I don't give a damn. Okay. That's all I wanted to tell y'all. Well, I'll see y'all later.